Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting in order. Please rise for the flag salute. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Good morning and welcome. Item 3, any citizen desiring to be heard. We got Josh. Josh, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Josh Cochran. I'm with Diverse CTI and just here to introduce myself and my company. We do a lot of work for all the counties, Sheriff's Office. Actually, Damon works with our company. We're an IT company. We do IT support for computers, networks, servers. We assist counties like yourself with any kind of technology transformation, things like that you guys need. So really just here to introduce ourselves. The world as we know it has changed a lot, and so there's a lot of cyber criminals out there trying to hack in and get data, and so there's a lot of newer tools and things that we have found are very needed in counties and all across Oklahoma because of the threats, the sophistication of the tools that the hackers are using. So several situations that we've walked into, the IT guys and the IT services that they're using are really great guys. They just have been around for a really long time. You know, they can fix a printer, they can fix a computer, but they may not have the expertise to really protect the county in the way it needs to be protected. And so I don't know that you need us. You may be good to go and everything's fine, but one of the things that we do is we have a free assessment tool that we use, pretty powerful tool. Kind of simulates an attack, if you will, and that generates a report that we can take a look at with you guys, and just gives you a snapshot in time. Lets you know, hey, we're good. Everything's good. We feel like we're on a good foundation. You know, our backups are in a good situation. If we needed to recover from an event, which like Payne County just got hit, their sheriff's office got hit pretty hard, so they turned to us to help them kind of recover from that event and also set up their network where that won't happen again. So again, don't know that you need us, but wanted to stop by, introduce myself and Heather. She's part of my team. We're based out of Oklahoma City, but we do the whole state. We've been in business for 40 years. My dad started the company back in '84. I'm Oklahoman born and bred, so I'm not going anywhere. So we're a solid company to deal with, and if you want to know more about us, you can always ask Damon or Troy or over there at the sheriff's office and ask them how their experience has been. If it was bad, don't say anything.
Do you have a card?
I do, yeah. So I have a whole box of information that I'll just leave with you guys, and go through it at will, and yeah. That's all I got to say.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for letting me be here.
All right. Go have a good day.
Yeah, thank
More
you.
welcome to stay. You're more than welcome.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably head on. Just wanted to introduce ourselves. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank
Good to meet you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Sir.
Troy, thank you.
Have a good day.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Any other citizens desiring to be heard? Hearing none. Item 4, consideration of possible action on minutes of August 15th, 2025.
Move to approve.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor here, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item 5, consideration of possible action on 2526 interlocal agreement with the city of Crescent for housing municipal prisoners in Logan County Detention Center at the rate of $30 per day per inmate. You like that, Damon?
Yes, sir.
I'll move we approve.
Helps them out. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It's only one signature on that. Y'all want to look at it, please?
Got this in email.
Item 6, consideration and possible action on appointing a member to the North and East Logan County EMS Board of Trustees. So we've never had a full board ever since that board was developed. I had a guy call me, he would like to sit on the board. We still have one vacancy left, so his name's Dylan Davis out of Marshall. So I would move that we appoint Dylan Davis.
What is this board?
It's EMS district.
EMS board,
It's the northeast. It takes in like Marshall, Mulhall, Orlando, east, out in your territory. Anything outside of Guthrie School District. But we've never had a full board.
I'll say.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on Mr. Davis? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Item 7, consideration and possible action on a resolution creating the Fire Management Assistant Grant FMAG Fund 1505.
So to create an expenditure fund, we have to bring it as a resolution. FMAG, this is going to be federal money for the Simpson Road fire. Because it was our fire, we are receiving 100% of the money and then we're distributing it. So it's gonna go out to, I think about 80 departments, cities, towns, all that participated in some form of assistance. So I need to create this fund that would allow us to receive the money, and then I can draw the POs and send the checks out to all of those entities that are gonna get funding.
I'll move we approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 8, consideration of possible action on Kirkland Michael Engineering invoice 98,522 for $19,058.84 for wagon wheel project, wagon wheel wind project.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, just a reminder, when we pay this up front, that we get reimbursed. So, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 9, consideration of possible action on resolution appointing requisitioning officers.
So I have one for the newly created FMAG, asking to appoint me just because we're drawing all the POs and I can get them processed. If you all want to do it yourselves, we can do that.
You
And
want to
then
do
I
that,
have-
Floyd?
No.
And then I have one for Marshall Fire Department.
I move that we approve the requisitioning officer.
George Cole.
For the FMAG, yes. And then Marshall is appointing for theirs.
Troy Culver, FMAG, and
I will second Mark's motion. I have a motion and a second on requisitioning officers. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries. 10, consideration of possible action on resolution appointing receiving officers for various accounts.
So for the FMAG, I've got Stephen Hagan. All of this filtered through him as EM, so that just kind of made sense. And then also Marshall Fire Department.
Make a motion to approve the receiving officer.
I have a motion.
Second.
And a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion carries.
I do have a question on all 4 of them. Well, that one's already there, but did you want Monty to sign here?
Oh, yeah, I meant for him to sign.
It's something on those 2.
I forgot to put a sticky there.
Item 11, consideration of possible action on consent agenda items.
Hey, We don't have any transfers, this is blankets. Election board claim. Alcoholic beverage tax. Sherry has had an upgrade to software, and in the changeover from the old to the new, it's split. So it generated two different, for the alcoholic beverage tax. That's why you're getting two forms instead of one.
$10,700, $22,700.
And that concludes consent.
I have a question, just, what is it, election board, this one's for last November?
Yes, because it's a replacement, the other one got lost.
Okay, all right. So it's not getting paid to us?
Well, that's money we received.
Right, but
Yes, no, it's.
I'll move we approve consent agenda items.
I'll say,
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. 12, consideration of possible action on claims for payment for August 2025. Well, we ain't got that next one ready yet. That's gonna be good. I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
second.
Got a motion to second, any question or discussion on the claims? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
13, consideration of possible action on purchase card payments. It's in the amount of $999.99. I'll make a motion,
I'll say.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, sit down and relax, because here we go.
Well,
18,
if I can, I'm sorry. The call is scheduled for about 9:30, so if you want to go into recess until then, I don't know what you want, I don't know, I mean, I can try to call and see if they're ready to go in early.
Well, we can do that, or can we go ahead and do comments and announcements?
I just, yeah, if you want to
I mean,
acknowledge.
then we can come back and do it even after the meeting as well, but I had one today, I was wanting to do this.
Get the comment.
Alrighty. It's a bittersweet day for me, old Wayne Cutter, this is his last day, been with us for 34 years. He's a good dude, hate to lose him, but glad he gets to retire. Great employee, good friend. That's all I got. Love him like a brother.
Hope he enjoys his retirement.
Yeah, me too.
Man, you know, that's what they work for.
Yeah, he's awesome guy. Deserves everything he gets. Hope it's great for him. Hey, yeah, if you wanna call him, we can recess.
Well, since you started comments, you want to,
Yeah.
Damon?
I don't have nothing, sir.
Mark? Troy?
I'm gonna throw, Stephen and Sean are in training class while they're not here today, but I do have some information. So on the mitigation grant for the courthouse generator, it was a 75-25 grant. We finally got everything ready, Stephen submitted it. He got an email back from the state that suggested to him, some of that money was not used. And so they suggested he send in a request to up from the 75. So we're waiting to see, but it is possible we may end up getting it 100% on that because of available funding. And then also on the FMAG numbers that just came in, it normally is 75. We actually got 90 on the FMAG numbers from FEMA. So good news. I don't know how long it will take them on the generator to determine whether or not they'll increase that funding or not, but the fact that they suggested, hey, it's a possibility, send us a letter and see if we can get it pushed through, so. We'll wait to hear, but that would be nice.
So, I believe it was last week, I had an elderly man try to run under one of my semi-trucks on gravel over on Perkins Road in 33. Messed my trailer up pretty bad. He just caught him in the back duals. So I've got it sitting now waiting on ACO to send an adjuster. I think the older guy was, I think he was taken away in an ambulance, but I haven't heard as far as if he was actually injured or just shook up. But it's not at fault for the county.
Mark, anything?
The workforce board is expanding. Central Oklahoma Workforce Board is absorbing Western. The governor wants to consolidate the workforce boards. Central Oklahoma is already being a fiscal agent. So all these other workforce boards, most of them in the state, they already work under the Central Oklahoma Workforce Board. Some of them want to do a green country and go the other direction. You kind of want to mix these where they have a little something in common. And we have very little in common with Beaver County, but they have, between us and them, we do have something in common with those folks. Anyway, so that's a growing thing, and there's gonna be more, so we'll end up having to do another consortium agreement on it. If either one of you wanna serve on that board, that'd be fine with me.
I'm good. Thank you, Troy. Thanks for asking.
I'm gonna step in and see if I can get them on the call. If you wanna go ahead and do 14, or, I don't know, let me just see if they're ready.
You say it was supposed to happen at 9:30?
I told them, just based on the agenda, I said about 9:30.
I might be done reading it by 9:30.
Are we in recess mode?
No, not really. I was just stalling, waiting for her to call.
Sheriff, on this agenda, item 14, 16, is the sheriff's office part of this?
First I've seen it.
Okay.
I know I get a lot of emails on that opioid business, but I don't know what it's all about.
First I've seen of this one.
I mean, if we can ask her, but if
I
this is
don't-
giving you money, the sheriff's department money, you might ought to be in here, but I don't want you in here if you're not supposed to be in here.
I don't think they're giving it to the sheriff's department, I think it's just going to, you know, we've already had one of these, and that money actually went in the account. The only thing we can use that money for is to do training on the opioid. And we could furnish Narcan and stuff for the schools and like
I
that.
remember doing that.
So we've actually had that money sitting there for a while. I reached out to the schools last year to see if they wanted to do the training, and they haven't reached back out to me yet. So, but I think maybe Damon can use some of that money if he wanted to do training in the jail, first in Narcan and what have you. But I think the state gives Narcan out for free, don't they?
I think that's where we got it last time. We got Narcan in all of our pods, like inside the pods, just in case anybody does come in and get some ingested, then it's can administer it. We got it everywhere.
I understand now they got something out that Narcan don't touch.
Well, how do you know, as a law officer, when you pull up on the scene, what you have there? How do you know they're not falling out from heart attack?
Well, the thing is, you Narcan them. The Narcan's not gonna hurt them. So if you think it's an opioid overdose, I mean, you should Narcan. I mean, you can't die from Narcan.
And that would be part of the training, I think, if, you know, like the schools would do it, they train the teachers, you know, when to use it. But apparently it don't matter, you just shoot them anyway. So is it like a gas?
It's a liquid you disperse in the nose.
What's it, how does it reverse the,
It somehow it blocks the I'm not a doctor, but basically it stops the neurons from accepting the opioids or something. Like the class they talk about it, it's been a couple of years since I've
They're not answering yet, so I'll give
taken it.
you
But I can
just a
say
few
this, sometimes
minutes.
we've administered,
Well, let's
people wake up.
go
mad
into
that
recess
you're
until
running high.
9:30, and we'll come back in session.
how does it, so you just cover them,
No, it's
Y'all okay with that?
a little plunger, just squirt it in there.
Recess, we'll come back in session.
Huh.
And you
can just read it twice if it's not.
You know, it's like me, say the same thing.
Yeah.
You lose your touch. Consider your comments and announcements. You finished up a 2.5 mile overlay on Crescent Lake. All that reform,
My brother on tried to get some gravel hauled in on that. We got that down drive, it's 1/4 mile long.
All right, I got them on the phone.
All right, we're back in session, we're recording now.
Got it going on.
I'll go read this, I guess, I don't want to.
All right, back in session.
14, consideration, discussion, and possible action entering into executive session to hold confidential communications between the board of commissioners of the county of Logan, Oklahoma, as it and its council concerning the selling of certain funds from the county board of county commissioners of Logan County versus Purdue Farmer. That's case number on County in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Ohio, related litigation, including potential resolution of certain claims against the local board and the fact that are all listed there on the taking appropriate action in open session, including possibility possible authorization to sell claims or disclosure of which may seriously impair the litigation. Non-life public around 25 OS 072 and hold confidential communications between the Board of County Commission of the County of Logan, Oklahoma, its council concerning settling claims, certain claims, and pending litigation before the County Commission of Logan County, Purdue Farmer, case number pending in the United States District Court at the Northern District of Ohio and related litigation, including potential resolution of certain claims against Purdue Farmer and its affiliated entities and members of the Sackler family. Related to the lawsuit against pharmaceutical supply chain participants of opioid prescription drugs and taking appropriate action in open session, including possible authorization to sell claims, disclosure of which may seriously impair the litigation was known by public disclosure as allowed by 25 Any motion? I make a motion. I will second. Fair say aye.
Who went everybody in?
I'm set up in a little room.
Who was their thing?
We're in executive session.
Make a motion.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're back in regular session. 16 is consider approving voting to accept the 13th Amendment Joint Chapter 11 Plan of Reorganization of Purdue and its affiliated debtors and how can you say that?
Participation.
Thank you. In case number 1923-49 pending in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York and authorize and direct its legal counsel vote to accept the plan of via master ballot or otherwise, and approving voting to accept and participate in the governmental entity settlement agreement dated June 17, 2025, and the Purdue State Subdivision Agreement I lost my
As it pertains.
as it pertains in the plan of the GESA, including approval resolution number 25054, and authorize the chair of the Board of County Commissioners to execute the subdivision participation form for the county of Logan counties in GSA. I'm not saying it right
There
again.
you go.
I make a motion.
Well, I want to make sure we clarify, we don't need an action on 14.
No, that was to go into the session.
We already did
We
action
did
on
action on
14
that.
and
I'm
15.
just seeing where it said and take appropriate action in open session, that you didn't. we
That's
didn't-
what this is.
All right, did you move?
I made a motion.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. The only thing I would add into that is, going off legal counsel's recommendation, I would vote aye on this.
Aye.
There's only one signature.
Yep. Aye.
17, basically the same thing. Consider approving voting to participate in the proposal nationwide settlement agreement against opioid manufacturers. We got them all listed out, that were identified in the courts of June 22nd, 2022, and October 7th, 2022 orders, docket number 4380 and 4670, dated April 4th, 2025, including the approval of resolution number 25055, and authorize the chair of the Board of Commissioners to execute the subdivision participation form for the county of Logan's in the opioid manufacturers. I'll let that word.
Second. Aye.
Aye.
You made a motion.
I'll move.
I'll say.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Got one signature too, or all?
Just one signature. Alrighty,
You already did
18, y'all wanna go back to 18? Any comments, announcements, questions by the Board of County Commissioners, other department heads? Sheriff, you wanna add?
No, sir.
Mark?
Yeah.
Floyd?
No.
Troy? Yep. Monty? No. Item 19, consideration of possible action on adjournment.
Make a motion.
I'll second. we're adjourned. All opposed, all in favor?